I'd heard it on all of the promo material that you guys have got about better volunteer recruitment and those sorts of things. Wasn't sure how to play out, but what it's done for us is changed the way that our club runs and made it fit for purpose. If I look back 12 months ago, our club structure was set up for a 2-team club, which was now a 7-team club. Yeah, it was 2 or 3 people doing most of the work. It didn't fit what we were doing and how we're doing it. We were just burning through people. Now, it's pretty exciting to see how many people will chip in, how many people will do bits and pieces, and what that frees our guys up to do. The changes have been huge for us. So thanks to the help that you guys gave us, we've figured out how we can split roles down and not rely on too few and those sorts of things. We've got barbecue cooks, scorers. I've got a number of people wanting to coach or play a part in the coaching or helping the kids off the field while we're umpiring and those sorts of things. So it's been pretty amazing on that space. And in the last 12 months, we've lifted our profile in so many ways. We've got more members from within the community that don't necessarily play, that come down and watch games. The scope of what we've now been able to do to be more part of that community, the build of the day will come, but being part of that community has been massive, absolutely massive. It was something that I always had a vision of as the president of the club and those sorts of things, but never got time to get to because we were too busy just trying to run game day training and those sorts of things. So I don't think without the help that we would have got there so quickly. And what we realised out of the help that you guys provided was that there was a lot more achievable once we split the workload up and those sorts of things. There was a lot of people that were scared to come forward due to feeling like they'd have to overcommit. Once we broke things down a little bit more, we saw some people really excel, and they took some of those skills into their work life. They became more part of the club. It just, it took it to another level. I think we've got about 20 allocated jobs throughout the club. We've still got a bit of duplication, but our volunteer coordinator this year who's come on board has come on with a vision straight away that, anyone that's got 2 or 3 roles, they need to mentor the next person in, and he's going to go and find them so that we spread that even further. I've now got time to oversee things, have conversations, coach people, and do those things that would never have happened before. Chase those partnerships with the local Rotary around creating an Easter egg hunt or a movie night or the men's mental health walk and those sorts of bits and pieces. So that's the difference that it's made in terms of how much our volunteers contribute. This year, so far, our sponsorships are on track to double from last year. And last year wasn't a bad year because we've had someone focusing on it, nailing it between June and July in conversations with businesses. And they're all local businesses that are coming out now. We've got a better structure around our sponsorships, which is making a huge difference. We picked up a number of grants. We've got someone responsible for grants now. Now that they're in those roles, they just go ballistic. Once they've got some ownership on a part, things just happen. And so you do see a bit of an uplift as people pick up that responsibility and become passionate about it. They just get it done. The decision-making gets done. The meetings are an hour and a half max. Our coaches are looking after the recruitment. There's a bit of a buzz outside the club about people wanting to come to us as well. So that's sort of taking care of itself, almost like a well-oiled machine. Our Premier League made some strides. They just missed out on finals, but they were an improvement on last season. Our A Reserve played off in the grand final and lost. They were relegated the year before, barely winning a game. So that made a big difference, in that space. So you can see it coming through. Our Durhamettes, our women's program, won the Div 2 grand final for the second time in 3 years. And our juniors continue, just pushing through and hopefully that'll duplicate from an under-12 side into an under-12s and 14 side next season. So it's looking good, and we're starting to see some of those kids come through. So it should bring about another men's team into the future. Our visions have been a bit enlightened, I think, about what we can do from here that we couldn't have dreamt of 18 months ago. We're leading the league in a few things too. The first team to run a First Nations round. We had the Aboriginal flag flying really high. We celebrated our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander team members. Special Guernsey for our Premier League. Yeah, it's exciting times for us though. I said that 12 months ago.